Ron Musgraves. What's going on, Ron?
How's everybody doing tonight? Woo! Look at that. John Torabeni, highest paid speaker in the industry. Atlanta, Las Vegas, Atlantic City, Nashville, Charleston, New Orleans, Houston, Phoenix. Didn't you? Oh, you didn't do a class in Branson, did you? You didn't do it.
Yeah. No, I did do a class in Branson, but nobody put it on the shirt.
Nobody put it on the shirt. You've been to more places. You've been to more places than we even have on the shirt, man. That's crazy.
Yeah, and all through this pandemic, I just travel. I did what I had to do. Everything is good. Ron, let me just tell you about my week real fast. Started off the week about a week ago, getting harassed 5 o'clock in the morning and threats about me wearing these shirts. If I put them in the groups, they're going to block me and blah, 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 blah. Everything's good on that end. I have my surgery. I don't even know what day now. Saturday. Surgery's going great. I'm very energetic. I had some surgery done that most men would never want to have done. I feel great, and everything's going good. And now we just booked a big-time building here in New York. So my crew will be out there doing that. What a week. Things are going great. And how about you, Ron? How are things going?
I've been good, man. Wow, we got 18, we got 19, we got 20. Oh, man, 25 viewers. Oh, my gosh, it's going up and up and up and up. Anyways, yeah, it's been a good week, man. How you doing there, Justin, Matthew, Manuel?
Yeah,
hey, guys, I'm not giving a surface cleaner away tonight, but I just want you to know for 2022, I got like 7 of these to give away. 7.
Wow.
So, I always appreciate everybody that chimes in, says they want to win one, shares it, likes it, does all that other stuff, man. We appreciate it. It's all thanks to these sponsors back here. And obviously, Whisper Wash is giving a bunch of those. There's like 3 or 4 of them coming from these sponsors right here on the back shirt. And then 4 next year guaranteed by Whisper Wash because they love that we give these things away. And, you guys, interact with them, man. That's what social media is all about, man. That's what social media is all about. You guys interact. It's awesome. Guys, don't forget John right over there. Wait a second. Let's just do it like that. John right there. He's going to be at – if you guys want to register for his garage cleaning event, you just go to Clean County Power Wash garage cleaning event. You can find it there. He's going to be on the 20th speaking there about garage cleaning. He's also going to be at Trudy's event on the 19th and 20th, which is free. National Cleaning Expo. Wait a minute. It's rolling down there right there. See it right there at the bottom. It's coming across.
Free
NationalCleaningExpo.com. Join it up. John, I joke around with John. It's not a joke. He is the highest paid speaker in the industry right now. Hasn't always been, but he is now. And part of that's because we just pushed through the pandemic and we kept having things going on. We were wearing masks and doing all kinds of crazy stuff.
We just follow the rules. What I always do is I'm a rules guy. Right. If the rules say I go on a plane, wear the mask, I wear the mask. In New York right now, I'm vaccinated. I respect people that aren't, but I am. But they tell me I got to wear a mask to go into Costco. I wear the mask. I just follow the rules. I'm not one of those kind of guys that's going to butt the system. But all through this, as Ron says, the pandemic, whatever you want to call it, we've been very successful with these. Ron and I, me and Ron had a conversation back in 2020. I had COVID. I think Ron had it twice. My friend now has got it twice too. So there's 2 people I know, at least 2 people twice.
This new COVID sounds like Transformers or something, or Ramakan or something, man. It's like,
some kind. Yeah,
COVID in disguise.
Yeah. It's all crazy. I
don't know what's going on. The aliens will land soon, man. I mean, they're coming.
I know.
It's gonna happen, man.
There's gonna be all kinds of rock songs, movies made about this. But I'll tell you, don't mind my chair. My cat loves scratching it over here. I don't know where it is. Here. Anyway,
this is funny. A Ramakan Prime. I'm gonna add that to my stand-up skit, man. Right there, a Ramakan Prime. Yeah.
Right. Well, you know what? You got to be resilient in business. Ron, I've been in business now. It's my 26th year coming up in 2022. Ron, we started in 96, in the beginning of 96, and Ron started in 84. And, Ron and I could talk about this forever, how to stay successful. I want to bring up some events coming up. And me and Ron got a lot to talk about. We got, my goodness, we got Cedar wants to come on our show. They're going to talk about a lot of great stuff. I got.
Hey, that Cedar thing, was it good news or not? I mean, is it like
yeah.
Okay, so wait. You tell them about the good news. I'll tell them about the bad news. So California, those nut jobs out there in California, they banned the use of 25 horsepower motors and under, I think starting in like 23, right? Or 22, John. Was it 22 or 23?
No, what they did was it's called SOAR, which small engine. I forget what it stands for, but 2024. California's blocking the sale of any new engine in 2024 to sell anything 25 horsepower or less. So it's like every small engine sells 25 horsepower or less. Honda's a big thing in here because most of their engines are in that range. Kohler, of course. What happened was Eric Tower.
But they couldn't use them. They said you cannot use these engines anymore under that.
No. They said you can't sell anymore new engines in 2024 that are 25 horsepower or less. There's a big problem here. Me and Ron, we're going to bring on Alan Boniface in the future show, the president of CETA. Eric Tower is going to come on. The problem here was, which people don't understand, is that they're going to eliminate the sale of 25 horsepower or less engines new in California in 2024. And now people got these engines already. They're acting like, oh, what's the big deal? The big deal is when the big players are getting pushed out of there, your parts can go through the roof. So what Cedar has done, and Eric Tower, they had a lot of guys on Zoom calls. You had some big manufacturers. I don't want to mention the names, big ones. But Eric Tower had a big play in this thing because they wanted to know the end user, and that's where Eric Tower came in. He's the end user like I am, and Ron used to be years ago.
This is some boring stuff, though, John.
I know, I'll go right
really
there. It's so important.
It's killing me, man. I didn't want to take 10 minutes of the show.
I'll get past
so the good news is they got it extended for like till 29.
Got it to 2028. This is an important issue. We'll talk about that on another show. When Ron falls asleep on this, I'll have other people on here talking about it.
Anytime you're ready. Trudy came on way early. I told her don't come on until 30 after, but she came on now. So she's in the green room. She looks pretty good in the green room. She's obviously like, there's a lot of Christmas spirit going on. I'm trying to keep eyes focused here instead of there in the green room. She's over there in the green room.
And I got my Christmas card from Trudy.
So,
that's from Trudy. And
Did you? There it is. Happy New Year.
I got my Cedar Christmas card. I got I got a lot of industry Christmas cards. But yeah,
nobody sent me a Christmas card. I think everybody thinks I'm Jewish, I guess, or something. I don't know. Nobody wants to send me a Christmas. Oh, is that it politically correct? Can I say that?
No, I don't know anymore.
Jewish people like lights, though. You know what I mean? They do. They like lights. You know. So
well, you know what? Everybody does their thing. You know.
And then
right. I mean, Ron's got it. What are you going to give Ron Musgrave? He's got everything. You're going to give him a card. You're going to give him $1,000. What are you going to do with him?
I just want a shirt that fits me, man. That's all. I need one that fits me. Look at this thing.
Look at
this shirt you sent me, John. Look at this thing. It's ridiculous, dude. Look at it. It's not going to fit me.
Shirt.
That's not going to fit me, John. Look.
What size you want?
It's for a baby, man. Look at that.
Hey, listen, I got shirts you can sleep in.
It's for a baby.
No, well, I'll give you a shirt that you'll say, John, come on, John. This shirt's like way too big for me. Can you believe, though, Ron, just to jump back to a second, I don't want to be negative, but these shirts got me in trouble in one of the groups in the industry.
Look at that.
Yeah, look at this. And they're like, they made it clear to me 5 in the morning, getting surgery a couple hours later, like, you ever put those shirts in your garage class in our group, with those shirts, we're gonna stop it. If you keep doing it, we're gonna block you. And these people are
who's the pain, man? Who's the one telling you can't do that crap?
I don't want to give the names out. You know what though? But in the end here was when I tried to plead my case, and I'm gonna say it's right here. The main guy told me to shut the fuck up. This is the way it is. You're evil. Not you, Ron. You're evil. You don't have any morals. And I'm like, over a shirt. I'm over a shirt.
That doesn't sound very good, John.
No, really, you know what I do? You know, Ryan, I'm a fair guy. I promote everybody in this industry. I want to talk about these events before Trudy comes on. I promote everybody in the industry, as Ron does. But you know what? When you want to cripple me on something because of hatred, and then you're going to hit me up 5 in the morning, and maybe you came back from gambling and drinking, and you're going to harass me with this stuff, I just move on. I just moved on. I didn't block anybody. I just will not promote anything they do or anything they talk about here forward. If they want to apologize, I don't really care because I can forgive, but I never forget. But here we are now. I'm wearing the shirt. Very proud to have an instructor shirt. Let me show the back of this thing. Ron, can you see this? Instructor?
I can see it, John. You
Yeah,
got a nice tushy, too.
Yeah, I know. I don't want to show my ass. But, but we're all good. Everybody's good. Me and Ron are going to put on new company owners. There's plenty, as Ron says, young guns. They're all over the place, future leaders. I want to bring Heath.
Young Guns, February 26th in Nashville.
Yeah,
Young
you know
Guns,
what? Heath Phelps is a big star in the industry. He's 40 years old, so maybe he's a young gun. I don't know. But he's new at the industry. We're going to talk about
Heath Phelps wrote a book, barely 1 year in this industry, wrote a book, running a successful operation, multiple employees, second unit, building his third unit.
Yeah, it's amazing.
What a great story this is, man. I mean, the best-selling book probably on Amazon, at least for
sold out 3 times.
One
of my contractors didn't want the book.
No doubt. Where in the heck is my copy of my book? Oh, you know what? I think it's right here. I think I got it right here. I think I got a copy right here. You know what, man? You know what? Let's give a couple of these copies away, man. Let's give some of these away. Let's give a couple of these away tonight. Who wants one? Chime in right there and say you want one. We'll send you one, man. We'll send you the book. Look at that gold, man. Look at that.
Yeah, that's a great book. It sells out like crazy.
It's so shiny right there. Like
Heath
gold,
Phelps,
gold.
Just to throw him a plug, he's ex-Navy like I am. I did 4 years, and then I went to NYPD. Heath Phelps did a 20-year career, and God bless him. Thank you for his service. But what he does, most guys don't do. He studied the industry for 3 or 4 years. Studied. The guy is studious. He studied. He got all his notes. He put a book in.
Studied it more than I did.
Oh, well, you know, Ron, I'm an OJT, on the job training. And there was no training when Ron started. Ron started 84, almost 40 years ago. There was no training. So we learned the hard way, you know. But now you have these books. You know, the thing with this industry is you got all these YouTube wannabe stars. They're making crap up as they go along. But if you vet them, you find out they really don't even have a real business. Thousands of them now in the industry. It's sad. But Heath Phelps, the guy did his due diligence. He wrote the book, and his company, he's following the book. You know, he's following what he wrote because he got it for so many people. And look how successful he is now.
Hey, John.
Yeah.
John, there's a guy here, right down here. Xavier Hernandez. I just want to make a mention for Xavier. He's obviously missing Yellowstone to come on and watch the show tonight.
Big show.
But he's a Phelps. He's Keith Phelps's sidekick buddy. This guy's 20-some years with OSHA.
Wow.
We got him on the team, man, and he's going to be doing some OSHA and some safety training in Houston. I just wanted to tell you guys that. Who knows? He may show up at Trudy's event. You never know. He may come in the caravan. And there's John. He's saying, "Good evening, night." What's up, John?
Yeah, me and John were communicating earlier today. He's a good guy. He likes this mob stuff.
You want to bring Trudy in and then let her go to bed, John, and we can finish? We can bring her on for 5 minutes.
I'm going to show you something from the Gottis, but I'll show John another time. Yeah, bring her in.
Bring her on in. Bring her on in.
Bring her on down. Come on down.
Come on in.
Oh, she's all dressed up. No place to go.
Festive. Merry Christmas.
Christmas. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
We can hear you.
Look at
How are you guys doing?
Everybody give Trudy a big shout out, and I'm going to give one of the people there a gallon of something from Panhandle Power Wash, guys. We're going to give somebody a gallon. Say, "Hey, Trudy, I want a gallon." And we'll see what we can do. We'll give one person tonight a gallon. See what happens. By the way, the winner of the Heath Phelps book, I had somebody there. Who the heck was it? It was.
Who is it? Tell us who it is.
Man, I was trying to figure out who it was, man, and now I lost it. I'm gonna have to go back and find it. So many people are chiming in. I forget who it was.
Hey, Ron, just so the people know this now. Sunday.
Stephen Hadley. Make sure you give me a PM. Tell me you won the book. Hit me a PM, and we'll get you one of the Heath Phelps.
Ron knows this
bestsellers.
Now. Sunday nights don't really work for me. You guys, I always go to my shop. We're going to do Thursday nights, 8 o'clock, because that's prime time. We're going to do a show this week, Thursday, right before Christmas, 8 o'clock. That's where we're going to go.
John, we have 3,200 on right now. No, I mean 32. We have 32 people.
Hey, that's a good show. I like 32. Anything one or more. Hey, you know what?
I read it wrong. I thought it was 3,200. It says 32.
Well, Trudy came on, so that also boom, boom, boom,
that'll pop it up. There it is, man. And that fits Trudy. That wouldn't fit us, but it fits Trudy. She tried to get it on. She was gonna put it on over her dress. She was like, "Give me my shirt." Glad you kept the dress on.
How much taller are you than 5 foot? My sister's 5 foot. Zach, 4'11", 3/4. Are you 5 foot?
Yeah.
You're a little taller than my sister. Yeah, yep. We got our shirts. Me and Ron got the don't you love these colors for the parking garage shirt? Ron, who came up with this? Christy or you? These are my colors.
We stole it because it looks so good.
I know, and it's my company colors. Is that the panhandle? Oh yeah, I like those colors.
Matthew, shoot me a message about a gallon. Tell me what you want when you send me that message. Nice. Tell me about it. Sunday night winner, guys, right there. Sunday night winner. Let's see if he's still listening.
Trudy got all her shirts. She's ready.
She's got a collection.
My whole closet is sub effects. I'll tell you what.
Hey, Trudy, really quickly, because I don't know how long you want to hang out. You're welcome to stay in with us.
I need to watch Yellowstone.
But let's get what you want to say tonight. I'll give you kind of a little tip on it. Tell us. I'm going to do we know the show is January 19th and 20th. Yes. But tell everybody why you're doing this show for free, why it's the largest training show that's ever going to happen. Tell them why that happened, because tell them a little bit about why you're doing the payback, and then explain to them how large this venue is. Guys, we're not going to make 1,100 people, I don't think, but tell them how big this place is.
Oh, it's big.
It's amazing. Okay, so where I live, it's pretty much beachy, wedding venues, outside, weddings on the sand. So we don't have the hotels with the big convention centers. We don't have that. So I found this exhibit hall, and I was bound and determined to have it here because it was in a perfect location. You guys can bring your families and enjoy, January in Florida. It's way better than up north. I've lived up north. I was raised in Oregon. I know it gets cold.
It gets cold.
The reason I wanted to do the show is because when Shane and I first started out, we did what everybody did, had 9 to 5 jobs, worked on the weekends. He got a 4-gallon-a-minute machine, did his house, parents' house. I was helping him. And then we decided when the economy, I was a store manager. He was selling flooring. When the economy went and took a crap in the end of 06, 07, he wasn't selling flooring and I wasn't selling fly fishing gear. That's not how that worked out. So we started looking at forums and PWI. It was amazing. We found Ron. We listened to his stuff. We started going to free events. And we have been going to these free events until we were so busy. We learned so much and we got so busy we couldn't leave. We were working 7 days a week. I had an internal cleaning business on the weekend. So we were pressure washing Monday through Friday and doing the internal cleaning business on the weekend. Finally, that's gone now. So, that got replaced with the store. So, I still don't have any days.
I'm only going to ask you one question at the end of this. Only one question. You can continue on what you're doing, but I'm going to let you think about this in the back of your mind. What was the one thing that you took from the cleaning events, and you can answer it now if you want, if you know the answer, that you took that was probably the most important thing that you took back from those free events? What was it? What was the one thing?
One?
There's so many. Ron, that's a loaded question.
There's always one thing. There's one thing she took action on. So many
things.
There's one thing she took action on that changed everything.
There's a lot of things, but the one thing that we took on was how to sell yourself, sell your experience, and sell your equipment. It's everybody can have a pressure washer. Everybody can go knock on doors, but unless you have the answers that those customers or potential customers have, to their questions, you're not going to get the job. So if you say, "Oh, what are you going to use?" "I don't know. I'm just going to spray this and do that." You're not going to get that job. But if you show up and you're like, "Hey, I'm here to give you a quote. Let me show you my equipment. This is how we do it. We've been doing it this many years." It's just selling yourself and explaining to the customer, because if I'm going to go in for surgery, I want to know what the heck you're going to do to me. So when I go to somebody's house, I'm going to tell them what I'm going to do to their house. You know, I was like, I'm going to treat your house like I treat my house. You know, I'm not going to hit it with high pressure. You know, everything's going to be soft washed. Even if when I soft wash with my pressure washer, I don't have a gas roof pump on my rig.
Right.
I do 12 volt whenever I need a hotter mix, but I soft wash with my pressure washer.
Yep.
And I let people know this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to protect the plants as much as possible. You know, for extra, make sure, you know, if we do a roof, I'm like, you know, we're going to take care of when we're here, but when we leave, you may want to run your sprinklers, you know, keep that water saturated. But
so much,
you know, and it's just having confidence in your ability. And that's what I got for these shows, because we had no idea what we were doing.
So when you were able to learn some of the lingo,
right,
to formulate a better presence in front of the customers,
right.
That's it. And you know what, Trudy, that is probably the right answer. Guys don't realize that there are guys you and I know that have been in this industry that don't even know how to downstream,
yeah.
and they've been in the industry for years.
And you know what the thing with that is?
And these things are such the basics, right, John?
Right.
I mean, basics.
Well, the whole thing here is I've been to over 50 events. Ron knows that. Ron's been to about 500 events. Mm-hmm. What I always knew was, like, I'm not a college guy. I know knowledge is king. So when I went to my first event in 2004, I learned so much knowledge in these classes. I took Everett Abrams wood restoration class. I took house water, whatever I could. And I also, as I go forth, there past, I met the greatest contractors, like-minded people. I network like you can't believe. I got amazing jobs. Yeah, Ron, if you ask me that question, there is no one answer for me. I could just go on. Networking is, look, at the bar at these events with all these guys around you that are similar, ladies around you.
You know why the networking was more important for you, unlike Trudy? Trudy was Heath Phelps a year ago, 12 or 13 years ago, when she showed up on the doorstep at these free events.
2008,
13, 14 years ago. So you're talking, a long time ago, she was brand spanking new.
Well,
and she formulated those fundamentals where when you showed up at the events, John, man, you'd been in business for 10 years. You were the largest part-timer in the history of this organization.
Loves giving up my secrets. was the highest paid guy.
He was the biggest part-timer in the entire industry.
Oh, yeah.
No, I mean, and you know what? Here's in closing about what you're talking about, Trudy. Everybody that comes to these events has to look within them to understand what they're coming to the event for, try to be a good student, and then try to take action on what they learn. Because so many people say free is no good, because what happens is people don't want to value it. They don't want to value what they learn. So they take it for granted and they don't go home and they don't take action. Then they go out and pay $2,000 for somebody to train them. You and I get the phone call, you too, John, and they say, man, I just learned we just had a refresher course on everything you taught us for free. and now I better learn this stuff. Now here's the thing. John's doing a paid garage cleaning. And I believe that when you start refining these, what John calls niche services, when you know and you're targeted for what you want to go towards, I definitely think paid training is a way to go. But I think when new guys and even veterans that really never learned the fundamentals, these events got so many things for so many people, because we're going to have advanced stuff on the second day. We're going to even have more advanced stuff. Well, you're only having 2 days, but we're going to have more advanced stuff on the second day. And basically, I'm not going to lie to everybody, the first day is going to be a lot of fundamental stuff. But with that said, there are so many things that contractors that have been in this business for 10 years don't understand about chemicals, don't understand about processes. And I just learned last week, being at Legend Brands laboratory. I mean, I'm in a laboratory where I don't want to say that they have a copy machine, and I'm not talking about a Xerox. They put a chemical in this machine, right? They throw it in this machine, and out the other end tells them the formula. It's craziness. And so when I was talking with them, one of the biggest things I got to see right in their test facility, that more chlorine didn't always clean better because chlorine needs oxygen. And when we saturate these chlorines, when we saturate chemicals with surfactants and water, when they need oxygen, they actually work less effective. And our industry, and Gerald Vest, I want to talk about Gerald, he made a great video about flooding a roof and not flooding a roof. When you don't flood the roof, it actually cleans better than when you flood the roof. Because when you flood the roof, first of all, it doesn't get the roof any cleaner. And second, you wind up doing what, Trudy? Destroying plants.
Vegetation.
Yeah, you destroying plants. And these are the things that we sit here and we're watching veteran contractors out there on YouTube videos telling guys to flood these roofs with 20,000 gallon pumps. You got guys going, you don't need to pre-treat a driveway, just break out your surface cleaner and start cleaning. You know what I mean? And some of these guys got like, there's one guy I watched, say 75,000 followers are watching this guy tell him how to clean a driveway. And I'm like, oh my goodness, you know. So and we wonder why nobody knows about downstreaming that have been in the business for 10 years, you know. And I made a post today, and people are going to be mad at me, but I don't. You guys probably saw it. Why is air better? And there's only one reason why I made that post. The only reason I think air is better is because if you guys think about this for a minute, the power plant that runs the diaphragm pump is nowhere near that pump. When you talk about the gas power pump, it's the same diaphragm pump. The only problem is they got an engine beating that pump, and it's plastic, to death. What if that pump had an alternative power plant? What if it was an electric motor? What if it was a belt-driven diaphragm pump? It might also last forever. I think that's the only reason that I really only think the reason that air is more reliable is because the power plant isn't beating the pump to death.
You know, Ron, I can contradict everything you said.
What do you think about that, John?
I can contradict all of that, what you just said. The cheapest way to do a lot of stuff is X-jetting. Because in my case, I'm licensed for it, I get 15% bleach. The guys use the X-jet, $150. They can do a roof. They work with the ball valves. They're putting up 5% on a roof. In New York, at least.
Trudy, what is X-jetting? Do we need to give John a lesson here?
Well,
it's downstreaming, John.
It's no.
It's downstreaming.
It's all the Venturi effect.
Downstreaming.
But, you know, in Florida.
It's a Venturi downstream injector.
Look, I downstream for years.
Wait, we'll have Trudy answer this question. Trudy, is it a downstreaming injector?
Downstreaming.
Well, that's her opinion. She's entitled to her opinion. I had those downstream injectors.
It's downstreaming with a 5-gallon bucket.
Yeah, you know what? I have a system, Ron. I get 15%. Maybe they get 10% down there. So we're putting up 5%. If you're putting up more than 5% bleach on a roof, you that's a little too much. 5% is all you need on that. That's what we learned. I'm out in Florida. I had an Udor. Listen, I had an Udor gas pump for years. I had a Sawflash Maverick system. I had the downstreaming. Listen, I tell people every area is different. You can't think what happens in Florida when algae grows like this is the same in New York. Same with pricing.
One of your guys there, Trudy, the hose company. You want to give him a shout?
Hey, Scott.
Scott Inks, guys, the hose guy. He'll be out there.
Ron.
Okay, so who said runoff? Catch it all. Okay.
You want to get into runoff? You want to take those?
In Florida, he said use the. I just read it. I don't know where it is, but catch it at the downspout.
It's probably Jim Gamble.
Okay.
Forget Jim Gamble.
Okay. So in Florida, we don't have a lot of homes that have gutters and downspouts, so we
New
can't.
York, all of them do.
I mean, if they had a downspout, we could catch it, but there's no way. There's hardly any of these houses have gutters and downspouts. Right.
You got a different situation.
We do. Ron, it's all different everywhere.
Ron, look on the people responding. Jim Van Handel's got a $2 million a year company up here. He's all XS too. People don't realize this. I'm so sick. One thing fits all. People tell you, like they ask, how do I price this condo complex? They're in Alabama. Alabama's not getting the money we get in Long Island, and we're not going to get the money they get in Hawaii. It's a different world.
Right.
Jim Van Handel's telling you right there, X-Jets. is the way to go. You know the area.
John, can I give my opinion now on this? And can I
You
rebuttal
can give
this?
your opinion, but you're not in New York.
Okay, listen. If I'm going to use a lift, okay, if I were using a lift and I was doing a building that was 5 or 6 stories, I would love to be using an XJet versus using a downstream injector.
Absolutely.
But some of us have perfected the normal downstream injector with remotes to go on and off on demand. Now, here's the problem. You do have to wait for a 200-foot hose to clear, okay? Right. But if you're experienced, you already know you cut the injector off, you finish soaping what you're doing. By the time you finish soaping, you're already in the process of rinsing. Okay. Now if you are in a lift, an injector, I wouldn't do anything but use an XJet, because you're right there in the lift, and you whoop and you pull it out and you're done. You got the thing.
Let me say something to that.
There are things you need harsher mixes for. Right. And an XJet is another tool. And with that said, John, Trudy down below is having a class there. Right. The first time it's ever been done, Trudy, I want you to know this. It's an all accessories class. We're going to talk about every accessory that's known to man at the Panhandle Power Wash event, right? And who's teaching it? Who is teaching it?
Judd West.
Judd West, right. Mr. Remote.
Ron, I want to answer you before we go back to Trudy. Listen, we do condo complexes here. We do garages. Our truck will be 400 or 500 feet away. There is no injector in this industry, number one, that can draw that far. Number two, it rots out all your hoses. I'm telling you, I've been doing this a long time. XJets for us work.
Yeah, we have 4,100 now. I mean, no, 41.
Yeah. But
I keep messing around. I keep seeing that. I keep seeing those zeros, man.
Area is different. The downstream in Florida might be a great thing. Like Jim Van Halen's got a very successful company here. Justin Mueller does. There's different ways. Look, there's different ways that, what do you call it? Slice a rabbit. What do you want to call it?
Skin a cat.
Everybody, all the downstream guys, John, downstream's the way to go. They're going to tell me with 26 years on, I downstream for 5 years. It doesn't work, my model. It works maybe for Trudy's model, but every year.
John agrees with me about the pumps. Anyway, so even if you don't agree with me, at least John Sacco agrees with me about the pumps.
No, he's Florida. He's a Florida guy.
He said the pumps, the vibration destroys them, and I just completely agree with him. I think he's absolutely correct.
And he sells a great product. That Smart Box, great product. And he sponsored my garage class. Good guy.
James Van Handel knows what's up. That's what Ryan said.
Oh, he absolutely does. Got a big business here, Ron.
He is awesome. I love
James.
James.
Not a downstream guy. He's done it. It doesn't work what we do. Everybody's different. You have issues spot.
Here's what he's saying. He's going along with you. Okay, he's going along with you.
I fired on one of my guys years ago because he forgot to listen. He cost me a ton of money when he killed all those exotic plants. He forgot the chemical was in the line. So here he is doing a rinsing, and maybe he didn't put enough surfactant in there. He killed these guys' plants. So everything is different.
I don't rinse with a power washer, John. I never rinse with a power washer. I think we need to tell everybody there's a lot more garden hose use going on than people even understand.
You can soft wash with a power washer. You can rinse with a power washer. My guys can do like 28 gallons a minute per truck with a power washer to rinse. Yes, you can rinse with a power washer.
See, James agrees with me. The only two we do downstream is when we are cleaning balconies and 2 stories. And this is what I was trying to say, John. There's a tool. And there's the yellow noodle that we all make fun of, right? Trudy's got some new brands at the show, okay? Mm-hmm. I have a yellow noodle. Everybody goes, you don't have it. There is always a reason to have an extension, okay? I prefer, if I need a smaller extension, I'm just going to use a 1/4-inch stainless steel tube or aluminum tube because I'm soft washing, so I don't need to have, I don't need to worry about the pressure. So I could use those to get another 10 feet or whatever I need to get. But I'm going to tell you something. That yellow noodle, I have cleaned many ledges on a 2-story building with those things.
Yeah, we don't. It's yellow noodles, the term for that. But we have very good extension poles. They're not yellow. I remember the yellow.
Trudy, what do you call the new GP? It's new now. They've lightened it up.
They're extended ones.
Yeah, the extended.
I mean, what are they? I mean, they're really cool now, right?
Do what? John, I didn't hear you.
Yeah. What we do, we clean one of the big colleges here like 3 times a year. We got the extended one, and it's like
Yeah.
aluminum. It's not the yellow noodle stuff. And on top of that, my guys, not only are they putting hot water through that, they take the shooter tips. They're knocking bird poop off 7 stories up in the air. Boom! So there's always a use for something.
Well, I'm giving away a General Pump one at the event.
How
But
many feet?
yeah, we have an aluminum. We sell aluminum extender, and we've got this little thing. It's a wand saver. It's $5, and it just you screw it in, and it's got like the plug. So that's that much more on the aluminum because when you're on the pressure washer, you shoot it. What are you going to do? You're like, phew, and it snaps right there. So when you so it's like a little wand saver. It's $5 and it'll save you for a $22 extender. So there's all these little tools and everything, which is great. But no, I mean, even with chemicals, there's, all these chemicals, there's so many chemicals, but there's a place for every one of them.
Absolutely.
I mean, we have, when I sell them, we have these on our truck and this section, we know we're going to need when we go do a job. All the F9, EcoCam.
EcoCam,
we know we're going to say, oh, well, my gosh, we got oxidation. We're going to need this. Oh my gosh, we got rust. We're going to need bark. When you go bid a job, you're going to know you're going to need those specialty products.
That's right.
But the other products, I mean, we carry 3 on our truck consistently. It's good surfactant, a irrigation iron remover, because there's a lot of that down here, and a degreaser. That's what we keep on our truck all the time. But the other jobs, it's like, oh, I have this, I have this, I have them. People call me all the time. Hey, I got this problem. Send me pictures. And, it's like, okay, this is what you need. But, and if I don't know, like EcoCam and even F9, even though I've been using it and been to classes, there's still predicaments where I'm like, oh, well, I'm not going to tell you wrong. Let me call Craig or let me call, EcoCam and find out exactly what you need, because I'm not going to go tell somebody to do something and mess up a job because
I want to clarify something real quick, John. Xavier Hernandez is using his AR-45. Hey, guys, listen. If you're experienced, I believe that you can use a high-volume pump, and you could probably accomplish the same things. But I want you to know this, because you don't know what you don't know, okay? You can not kill plants, not have any runoff, and you can get good at using those larger pumps. But I'm telling you that your chemical, instead of being per unit, instead of being $12,000 or $8,000 a year, it's $23,000 a year per unit. So think about that one. Even if you get the technique down with the larger pump, you're using so much more chlorine to clean with that it's not necessary. Now, if you can justify, and I want to clarify this right now, if you can justify a lower labor cost that's saving the amount of chemicals that you're using, then you know what? You got me. If you can prove to me that you're using less labor because you're using more chemicals more efficiently, then I'm all for it.
I can prove that in a second.
But if you're not, but here's the problem, John. So many of these new guys can't prove that because they can't use the equipment the way.
Yes, because these new guys get sold on an Udor, plastic Udor pump with a gas power engine. It shoots 10 gallons a minute. What we did was we used to use the Udor. It's putting out 10 gallons a minute of this chlorine mix is a lot. And but every job I send a guy, I never send. See, here's the difference for me to a new guy. Every model's different. I never send less than 2 guys to every job. Every job.
I don't know who this is, but he wins a gallon and he gets a shirt.
That puts my name on it. I'm not kidding.
I don't know who it is. I don't know who he is because I can't tell on Facebook. But he agrees with me, so I'm getting him a shirt and a gallon. You know what? I don't know who he is. I'm getting him a book too. He's getting a book.
Listen, you want to shut Ron up? You got
I have no idea who won. I have no idea who just won that, but he won it.
Ron, why did he win it? Why Ron just?
And if you disagree with John, I'll give you.
No, Ron wants a shut up thing. Ron's like, give me, and I'll give you something. It's all good. It's all good. Rudy's got her way of doing things. I got my way of doing things. Ron sold his company, so Ron's behind a desk.
John Taylor, make sure you message me. You got the trifecta. You want a book, a shirt. You know what? We're gonna make it a quinella. You want a hat and a gallon of chemicals. So you
Jeez.
want it all. You want it all right there, man.
Ron, how many shows do people give away prizes besides ours?
I don't have any idea.
I have no idea. I think it's like
I
zero.
don't watch anybody else's show, John.
Well, I watch all the shows. It's always about me. This. And I'm like, you know, when Trudy leaves, I want to give up these events that's coming up down the road. But Trudy, I'm looking forward to seeing you again. Thank you for the card.
You're welcome.
Don't forget, guys, say I love Whisper Wash because Trudy's giving one away at her event. I don't know if I'm not giving it away. Actually, the Queen is giving it away. Mindy Lennon, you guys better be really nice to her. Ask her how she's going to give this thing away.
Nice.
She's giving it away. She'll be at the event and she'll be teaching the sidewalk cleaning. And she's the queen of sidewalk cleaning, right? Or queen of driveway cleaning. Which one is it?
Queen of Clean.
She's one of those. I know Trudy's a big flat work person, but Trudy's got so much going on.
I know. I just got knocked off my pedestal now.
I know, but Trudy's all faceted, Ron.
Man, Amber took the vendor of the month, or was it a year? The whole year, a month? I
was the vendor of the year. She was.
Wow.
Amber was the she won something too. What was it again?
Yeah.
Amber won and Trudy almost took it down on that too.
Oh, I didn't even see the numbers. But
you came second. Amber's great. I thought with Amber from her last job, she is great. I think best salesperson. I can't explain it. Yeah,
vendor salesperson. I think it is.
Hey, you know what? I try to use Heath. Heath's got that program that you can do the best everything in there.
I'm making somebody do what?
Mate, you're making tacos. Remember, this is Jeremy Brook.
Okay.
Oh, Jeremy Brook. He lives in a van down by the river.
He's going to break dance.
He's going to bring his van. He sleeps in down by the river.
The Queen of Clean. I told you.
Yep.
Yeah, you guys need to hashtag Queen of Clean, too. I'll probably give somebody else a prize. Hashtag Queen of Clean. We'll give them a prize.
There's nothing Trudy can't do. She does. Trudy, you've done a garage this week, too, right?
I did, 2. Well,
that's
2
amazing.
sessions, yeah.
That's amazing.
Hey, John, you're on 42 minutes, man. You're gonna have to take a whiz here in a minute. I know.
Me?
So just keeping a shot on the clock.
Who, me?
Keeping the whiz.
No.
Keeping the whiz clock.
No, I got surgery, brother. I slept 8 hours yesterday. I haven't slept in years, but now when I pulled that catheter out, I am.
You want to answer this question, Trudy? We'll let you answer this question because I have no idea what the answer is.
How much surfactant per gallon?
Per gallon. Right. You want them to use lots, right? Because you sell surfactant.
No. My surfactant that we made is 1 ounce per 10 gallons of surfactant.
Oh, wow.
And it leaves the windows spotless.
Wow.
Most others are 1 for 1, which is crazy.
Yeah, we do about
1 gallon. So mine costs a little bit more, but it goes 10 times further.
Wow. What is the chemical? What's it called?
It's we got pine wash, lemon wash, and apple wash. So we got 3 scents. It masks the scent, and it's soapy, and it works amazing.
Wow.
The windows are spotless. I've never squeegeed a window since I've been using this.
Wow. I'll have to look into that. We do about 6 ounces per 10 gallons, so that's less than an ounce per gallon. But we never.
Trudy, did you hear us? Did you hear us talking about the Oromicon Prime virus, the new virus that? Yeah. I guess they closed the border again to Canada. Thank God.
Well, my sister is supposed to fly here on the 19th.
Thank God those Canadians. Thank God those Canadians can't get in here with us.
Well, America's doing that to some people too.
Yeah.
I got family. They can't get in here.
My sister's supposed to fly in the day of the event. My other sister's flying in the day before from Oregon, so she's picking her up. But she's coming in from England. I hope she can make it. We've had to rebook her tickets 3 times.
Well, is Apple Wash the shooter dye? Is that what the one you got? The shooter dye? Apple Wash is not the shooter dye?
Nope.
What's the one you have? What's the one with the shooter dye?
Trackman.
Trackman. Okay, so it's the Trackman. Okay, somebody just mentioned Apple Wash there. I guess they think
the Apple Wash is the apple scented surfactant we sell.
It's yelled out. Okay. I thought the shooter, because I know that I don't like the shooter dye.
I don't
but if you're going to buy the shooter dye, either buy it from Trudy or Power Wash Store San Antonio, but don't buy it from anybody else. But I highly don't recommend it. Okay.
Yeah, you know what? You know, Ron, that dye they put in there.
But if they're gonna buy it from
Yeah.
Canadian.
But that dye, you know, if they want to use the dyes, one thing. My guys have been doing this so long, they know exactly what they hit. But if you're new in the industry, the dye is not a bad thing. But you can't make What is it, Trudy? You can't batch mix it, right? Is that what it is?
you cannot batch mix it.
So it's got to be like a downstream system or a soft wash system.
Yeah.
Hey, I offended these Canadians. I want to make a public apology that I apologize to the Canadians for offending them about the border being closed. But I just want to give you guys a heads up, okay? If you guys take a plane to Mexico, jump down out of the border, come across the border, lose your children while you're crossing the border, we will give you $450,000 per person for each of your children, okay? So, I mean, you could leave America a millionaire just by losing a couple of kids, you know?
Isn't that crazy? These are crazy times. I can't wait for
that's a plus for having that Canadian border closed, man. You can make all kinds of money.
You can fly to Mexico. They're taking everybody in there, walk across, 450. It's crazy. This whole time, I can't wait. Are you guys sick of this crap? I'm so sick of this crap. I'm doing my thing. I'm gonna get a booster after Christmas. I heard you get sick for a day. I ain't stopping. I go to everywhere I gotta go. And I'm not leaving the country. I like to go to Canada, but you know, there's too much crap there. If I go to Canada, I can't come back. Maybe I should go to Mexico, Ron. Yeah, I'm gonna go to Mexico. I walk across.
This guy's really making my head big. Ron for president.
President for what?
I have no idea.
I know.
Should we announce that you're running for the UFCC president, John? Should we announce this today?
Well, I guess you just did.
Ron is pushing me to do things that I'm going to tell you this, though. Because I used to be, you know, I was a union president with the PBA in my last job. I told Ron, 2023, I'm going to shift course because my company runs really well. I don't know where to go. Ron's like, you're going to be the UMCC president. I'm like, I don't know. Who knows?
I asked him if he wanted to be the president last week, but he didn't give me an answer. I would have had him as president already by now. I mean, it's like ridiculous.
We'll see. I'm going to do stuff with Cedar. I'm joining Cedar, me and Eric Tower together. And we're joining Cedar in January.
I'm going to join CETA with you. Let's all join CETA.
Well, you know what? I'm only doing that for
Let's join CETA and take it over. Let's do it.
No, I know. Listen, Ron. I'm joining them because I want to show support for what's going on in California. They can use, you know, money's one thing. I mean, I could donate the money. I'm just going to take a membership, though, and Eric Tower and them are working on this stuff. I believe in causes in this industry, but what our industry is lacking, Ron, as you know, we're so far behind times. Nobody represents.
Hang on, Jim, don't go anywhere, Jim. Are you there, Jim? Is Jim still there?
Jim's got to go. Jim's on vacation.
Jim can't
go.
Jim's got Jim. Where's Jim? Is Jim there?
Let's see. Van Handel is going to probably go to Aruba.
Jim Van Handel. He's the condo king.
Oh, he's
we
big.
need to have him on the show again, man.
He does over 100 condo complexes a year. And he X-Jets, Ron. He X-Jets over about 150 condo complexes a year. So got about 10 flatbeds. He's got some setup. So everything works for everybody. But as far as the industry goes, Ron, we got so much to talk about in other events. We're talking to Trudy here. I talked to Ron knows. I talked to Nick Arvidsson from Cyclone. Told me to scoop all about them. They want to come on the show. They want to sponsor the show. I got the guy Jose Ortiz. Builds he might be at your event, Trudy, just himself. But he builds those riders. Mm-hmm. Those things. I want to see those things. There's so many people want to come on the show. So me and Ron are going to push this stuff forward. And when Trudy hops off, I'm going to talk about the other events fast. But I will be at Trudy's event. As Ron goes to about 10, 15 events a year. I go maybe 4. I may go to the PW. What was that noise? Ron's done. Ron's a narcoleptic. He goes right out. Ron, yeah.
All right, Trudy, John wants to get rid of you. You can hang out with Trudy, but I'm going to get rid of her. Go ahead. What do you want to say, Trudy? You got the spotlight here, Trudy. Let's hear what you want to say. You tell us what you.
Oh, hello. I'm all by myself. Can people hear me? Anyway, so if you can hear me, I am happy to be here tonight, and I hope to see everybody at the Panhandle event. And have a Merry Christmas, guys. I guess I don't know how to.
I can't find you, John. Where did you go? Oh, there you are.
You hear me? Yeah, you put Trudy in by herself. And That's it, Ron. You're cut off.
We're cut off. I wanted her by herself. She did an excellent closing there for her.
Great.
She's awesome. 19th and 20th, guys. Get registered. It's right down there below. Let's pump this up a little bit, John, or I'm going to go to sleep on you. NationalCleaningExpo.com. Get registered 19th and 20th. And don't forget about John Tornabenny's doing a garage cleaning class. It's only $1,500 right now because the price went up per person, right? And it's half off, only $750 for if you want to bring somebody with you, correct?
It's $395 a person. Yeah, it'd be half price for the second person.
I was way off, man. How did I get $1,500 and $750?
I don't know where you're going with this stuff. I have no idea.
I don't know, man. I was thinking this. Hey, man, we really did have 41 users tonight. We're at 50 minutes, John. How much more time are we going to go?
We'll go. We'll call it tonight. But let me let you guys know. Thursday night, Ron and I come back on. We'll talk about other industry events. Thursday night, there's a lot of them. There's like 5 of them. You got Marco. You got AC Locky, you got the Power Wash store, you got PWA, IWCA. There's so many other events we're going to talk about, and we're going to talk about the industry stuff going down the road with the SOAR. This puts Ron to sleep. The SOAR 2024 in California. A lot of stuff we can talk about. Vendors. We're going to give away more prizes, and me and Ron are just going around representing the industry. We're not representing one little thing, but I want to go back to Trudy for a second. Her show, her event, is going to be ginormous. There's like almost 500 people signed up already. They got the circuit training going on there. Forget my class. My class is at the end. If you want the niche, that's my class. But she's doing something that's extraordinary. And the PWA training trailer is going to be there. So there's a lot of great stuff going on in her event. And I'm looking forward to that.
Man, we got a lot of trailers going there. But I appreciate that, John.
Oh, what about the guy? What about the guy with the all-in-one system from Oregon or Washington? The soft wash guy, is he bringing equipment down? The guy he's got the setup. Is he bringing the equipment?
He's coming, man. He's coming. And there you go. He remembered the PWA. John just did. John's done one. You remember? PWA. He just did. Yeah. Roof Tech. Ryan Cash.
Perfect.
Ryan Cash, the Cash Man.
You know what? The IWCA and PWA event is going down February 7th and 11th. Hey, Ron, let me just run this down for 1 second. Don't fall asleep.
Run it down all you want, man. We've lost all the viewers, John. They're all gone.
No, you don't. You still got 32. Listen to Ron. There's only 32 on here.
What's up, John?
You told me
John Castillo's here, man. John Castillo, Parking Garage Cleaning Jr. is here tonight.
Yep. The lowest paid guy.
He's here tonight.
We got on the first event coming up is January 10th and 11th, the Power Wash store. They got Mike Maklowicz, who wrote The Profit First, as the main speaker. Paul Cassandra does a great job at those events. The second event is Trudy Weichman's. That's going down on the 19th and 20th in the Panhandle. That's going to be huge. That's probably going to be the biggest of all of them. But there's a lot of great stuff going on. Around the third event is AC Lockie's Soft Wash Systems. I love his name. Soft Wash Palooza Elevate event in Altamont Springs, Florida. So he's the third event. The fourth event is what Doug Latimer's talking about here. IWCA.
I don't know, man. I think Soft Wash Palooza's beat up to death. It's been
I don't know.
It's been Soft Wash Palooza for like 10 years now. They need to change that.
Well, I don't know. I don't
like the name. I don't like it.
Yeah, but he's got some good followers. And then the fourth.
Oh, he does. I didn't say I didn't like AC. I just said the name sucks.
All right. See, Ron, we got to edit you out of this. Ron's going to be edited when we get done. Anyway, the fourth event was the PWA February 7th and 11th. The fifth, everything's in Florida. But the fifth event, people got to know, is Marco Ramonda's Washmart event in Kemmer, Texas, February 8th to 11th. I was there this year, in January.
Marco Ramonda's event.
And the sixth event, I may be going to this thing. I'm going to try. I don't have family down in my Florida
John. House. It's unbelievable. Look at that.
Right.
There it is, John. It's crazy how it just comes right up there. Pops right up.
Yep. I know.
The Marco Ramondo event, man. Look at that.
Right. Ron, the sixth event is Jamie Schmidt's PWMCA in Orlando, February 24th and 25th. John Sacco's he's going to be there. They got great speakers. One of my favorites is Kevin Moreau. She's great. I've seen her before. There's a lot of great events coming up. It's just not what we're talking about. But me and Ron, and his new company's opened up, Ron, as Ron knows, the Power Wash store in San Antonio with Dave McEnroe. I can never say his last name. Chad Charles is my garage class. There's so many things to talk about. And that's what me and Ron are going to do. We're going to come on these shows, give out prizes, represent the industry, and, unite the industry if we can. And I think Cedar's ahead of the curve on that. So there's a lot to talk about, but it's all good, Ron. I didn't eat dinner yet. Did you?
Oh, yeah, I ate dinner.
Why you eat dinner so early, man? Was it 5 o'clock?
Dinner,
yeah, I got to eat dinner. Great show, Ron.
It was okay, John. Yeah. It was mediocre.
Yeah, I know. Ron's on his diet kick. You can't have any.
It was a mediocre show. Maybe next week we'll get with some energy. Thursday night, or was it Thursday night?
Yeah, Thursday night, 8 o'clock before Christmas. And Ron, here forward, Thursdays is prime time. I think Thursdays works best for me if you can do it.
I can do any day. I don't do anything, John.
Yeah, no. What you do with shows?
I don't do
Ron
anything.
is the king of shows.
You know what's funny is some of these gurus call me, man, and I'll call them and they're like, "Hey, man, I've got an appointment calendar. Just fill out an appointment on there." I'm like, "Hey, man, just call me when you're free. I'm not doing anything. You know what I mean? I don't need to fill out no calendar to talk to you on the phone."
Well, Cedar's got that all figured out. They got their calendar.
Oh, well.
They're organized. Organization. Organized. That's what they are. And, yeah, being organized is a big thing in this industry. Most
I've got a calendar, too, John, of me doing nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Well, Ron, you're all about...
Tomorrow I'm going to do nothing. The day after that, I'm doing nothing. And the day after that, I'm going to do nothing.
You sold your company. You're too young to sell that company.
I'm doing nothing, man. That's what I'm
Ron
doing.
sold the company.
You know what? And then I'm going to do some more of nothing again later.
Well, the biggest show on TV is all
John,
about
the question is I want to ask you this, John. Do you... Well, by the way, Marco Romano's event, 9th, 10th, 11th, not 8th. That's an error. It's a typo up there. That was I want you to know that typo was the Amber. She was the Star of the Year vendor. She made that mistake. So you
better fix that because I got that on my notes.
It's 9th, 10th, 11th. Anyways, so, the bottom line is, guys, come out to these events. They're free. We're going to have a great time, man. Good time. Have a lot of fun here with John. He's good to, Sometimes I just don't really agree with John. That's how it goes. He doesn't agree with me. And then somebody comes in there and says they agree with me and they win a prize. I mean,
Ron, you rigged the system. Rigged the system. Anyway, go ahead.
Hey guys, you're going to take it out, John. You want me to leave you alone, John, to take it out? You want to take it out and give them a...
No.
You want to put it on?
No, stay here. I'll close it up. Stay here. Great show, Ron. I appreciate you coming on, doing this stuff. This is all on our time, our dime. We're not here to get paid to do this stuff. We just want to represent the industry. We're open door with everybody in the industry. If you want to go after us over shirts, then bye-byes. But everybody else, we're all good. And Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. But I'll see you guys on Thursday this week, the 23rd, with Ron, 8 p.m. Eastern. All right, guys. Great show, Ron. We're out of here.